You know, sometimes you just gotta break the habit of being yourself. And here's what I mean. And this isn't a ChatGPT generated script or any of that nonsense, because honestly, authenticity just always wins. It's cool to use ChatGPT to organize your ideas and captions and all that, but when you're using it to literally pretend you know so much about life and then you sit on a podcast and you don't know what you're talking about, that's gonna kind of suck. But anyway, this is coming from my heart, from my mind, from my own experience. Sometimes we just have to break the habit of being who we've always been, because who we've always been has gotten us this far, but it's not going to get us to where we want to go, where we need to go, where we desire to go. And I learned this firsthand from experience, because for so long I had been wanting to build this online business, but I wanted to do it through a digital product of my own. I didn't want to sell any already done for you digital products. I wanted to create a digital product that solved a problem that I solved in my life and helped the woman that I used to be in my life to help her get through things that I got through in my life. We solve so many problems in our lives. Like, we literally solve so many problems throughout the course of our lives. And then when it comes down to getting intentional, I was telling myself these stories like, oh, I don't know what the heck I solve. I don't know. I'm like, I'm a nurse, but like, what can I help somebody with? The NCLEX? Like, I'm like real estate. And in reality, I'm like, but I'm not on fire for those things. And I started to do the work. Let's see, what do people usually call me for? They call me when they need advice, when they need to be empowered, when they need somebody to be real with them. When it comes to having a life that you desire, that usually means that you have to let go of an old version of yourself that is no longer serving you. And it's easier said than done, because our subconscious minds are running the show. Our subconscious minds are keeping us stuck in the familiar. That's why the Bible tells us in Romans 12:2 that transformation happens by the renewing of the mind. But what we don't realize is that everything Jesus taught us also had an impact on the body. So when you renew your mind, it's not the same thing as rewiring your brain. Renewing the mind rewires the brain. So when you are ready to shed that old version of yourself, you're going to have to overcome those habitual thoughts, because our thoughts are a habit of the mind. That inner critic on the inside that's always talking nonsense, that you got to shut her up when you want something different, when you want a different outcome in your life. That's why being present, staying in the present moment, in the presence of God, like taking every thought captive, it forces you to stay in the present moment. In the present moment where God is. Staying present in this moment is where life is really happening. So when you stay present, you're essentially staying in the only moment that life is happening. The Bible tells us, don't worry about yesterday, don't worry about tomorrow, be anxious for nothing. Why? Because all of those things take you out of life. All of those things take you out of the present moment. The only moment where life is actually happening. And we all do it. The problem is that we do it too much. Then we worry. Then our bodies start to feel it. The body becomes those thoughts. That's why the Bible also tells us, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Because you become those thoughts that are running rampant when you're not taking it captive like the Bible tells us to. Those thoughts are creating. Thoughts are energetic. And what are they energizing? Your heart, the way that you feel. And the way that you feel is who you're being. It's your personality. It's your mood. It's what attracts more of that to you. That's why when it rains, it pours. It does. I got so free when I stopped feeling like, because I was so interested in the way that everything Jesus taught, or everything the Bible talks about is backed by science. Our bodies, these physical bodies, are designed to carry out the will of God. And there's a science that backs, like, it's coming into agreement with the will of God. We're spirit beings in physical bodies temporarily. And the reason we have physical bodies is because we are on assignment. We have something to do here. And we can't do that being the same person and taking pride, wearing the badge of honor that, oh, this is who I am. No, it's not. It's who you have been practicing being. You're not really that person. I gave up this is who I am if it's not benefiting me. Stop saying this is who I am to bad habits. No, it's not. You've just been being that person for so long. You've practiced being that person for so long that now you're identifying yourself with that person. But it's not who you are. If it's not giving you the life that you dream of, the life you desire, or being your highest self, being your better self, if you're doing things and then feeling guilty about it, being convicted about them later on, then you're not being your highest self. You're not being who you were made to be. You're not in alignment with the spirit that God gave us on the inside. So, sometimes we just have to break that habit of thinking that because we've always been this person, that this is all there is, that this is who we are. No, you can make a new decision right now to be a whole nother person, a whole brand new person, and literally align yourself with that vision, with that person, and become that person. I'm telling you, don't share your big dreams with small minds, because those are the people that will plant the doubt. Just do what you got to do and then show up as that person and let them ask you how you did it. Be blessed.